And my mom came back when I was all 14. That's where it was. Back to Grand Forks, the city, you know. And I was still in Oslo. And then, you know, we'd come in, visit my mom, and she was living in sin. I mean, she drank a lot, and that's all she did. And so that's how alcohol got introduced in my life. You know, I drank a beer. I thought I felt accepted, you know. That was my identity. I was that guy, you know. I was going to get in that crowd. That's how so many kids feel, you know. I felt like a rebel, you know, but I was actually, you know, deceived, of course. And so I started drinking. You know, people say that marijuana is the gateway drug. No. Alcohol is.
Yes.
Exactly. It's just so people don't want to believe it because they like it or they're making money off it, you know? So, yeah, that's where it all starts for everybody, I think, pretty much. I mean, 90% at least. So I don't like alcohol. I did for most of my life, but I don't like it anymore, that's for sure. Thank you, Lord, for that. Amen. Yeah. Thank you, Lord. So, you know, started drinking, of course, 14 years old. Met Cary-sue for the first time when I was 14. We met in the gas station. I wouldn't say it was romantic, but it was good. We'll never forget it. But I'm not going to go into too much detail now. We just met.
Yeah.
And she seemed to like me, I guess. Sorry. But, and that's, so that was, I was in Oslo, living in Oslo, and my brother got a car. He was 18. So he'd work. He was working in Oslo. Every weekend, get off work, we'd drive to Grand Forks. You know, that was our life now. That was our world. Also, we're done with that, you know. We'd just go right to Grand Forks because there was girls there. And whatever money we'd scrounge up, we'd buy beer with. You know, that was our life. And I bragged about it. I thought it was cool too, you know. But I know it's not. And well, anyways, you know, marijuana got introduced. Started doing that, whatnot, and geez, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff happened that was just terrible for a teenager to see. I've seen many bad stuff. I heard many bad stuff, and I don't think I probably can't share some of it. I mean, we drink and we look for fights, and we find them. And you know, I was the young guy. I was 14, 15 years old, and I hung around with my brother and all his friends, and they're all like 18, 19. So I'm just watching, and I've seen people just drink and get in a fight, and it was terrifying, you know. And then I started joining in, and I just remember kicking this guy in the head one time, and afterwards laughing about it. And I cried to God to forgive me for that now, because that's what God's been doing. He's bringing these things back to my thoughts, to my memories. And I'm like, God, please forgive me. And He's also bringing back the miracles that He has done throughout my life. And I'm thank you, God, for that. And there's many. We all have miracles in our lives. Everybody. That we either don't see. You know, you ever see Do You Believe?
Yes.
You've seen that show, how different lives all come together, and they're all these little things that make this one guy go one way, or that's actually a miracle. And how it all came out to the end through amazing whatever. And you know, they saved everybody. It was awesome. And you know, there's so much that we don't see, and it's like what Graham Cook says, you know, it's the way we think, and it's their mindset. I like Graham, he's awesome.
Yes, yeah.
It's our mindset. You know, I used to think a certain way. When you find God, you think differently. You're not the same, and it's so amazing. And there's like a different part of your brain opens up. you know, and I wish just everybody could have that, and someday it's gonna happen. There's gonna be a great revival like we all been hearing and talking about. I know there is. And I think, God, I can't wait for the day. And he's building up an army, that's for sure. I know that. It's going to be amazing. Hey, it might be this year. I don't know. I'm thinking it's close. Tonight? That sounds even better. Let's do it. Let's start. Okay, where was I here? Do you remember? Okay, well, I was starting drinking marijuana. 14, 15 years old.
Miracles.
Girls, too.
Remember when you got in that car accident with Finney?
I never did. Oh.
Yeah, you did.
What would I do without you? Yeah, I was 14 years old, trying to get to Grand Forks, because that's where everything was. We're in Oslo, and me and my cousin, Chris Finneman, his name was, Finney, we call him. Decided we didn't have enough gas. Oh, okay. Well, I know we did gas. He was 18, I was 14. Or no, he was 16, 2 years older, or 17. I know where to get gas. Okay, let's go. So we go to the farmer union, Senex, start siphoning the gas. Yeah, oh yeah, okay, cool. And so sure enough, cop comes around the corner. And we seen him, he wasn't there yet, so we jump in the car, take off. Cop comes chasing us. We end up crossing state borders. Got to the interstate. I was 14 years old. And he was going 110 miles on the interstate. We had 15 cop cars behind us, I counted them. So I was like, I better put my seatbelt on. Thank God. Yeah, I'm serious. And then we got to the border. We got to Canada, thinking we were going to go to Canada, be safe. It's not going to happen. Blocked, of course.
Oh my God.
And yeah, we could see guns. They're blocked, and they had the shotguns. So we turn around, go about 70, and go the other way. Get back down to Grafton, which is about 40 miles, I believe, from the border, 30 maybe. And they had a spike strip or whatever. 2 cop cars on the edge, so it wasn't they kind of guided us in to where the strips were, hit those, popped the tires, got in front of us, smashed into us, pulled us out with shotguns to our heads. Pulled me out, I'm 14 years old, pulled me out, threw me to the ground, handcuffed me, ended up charging me with just theft. That's all I got. Sent me home. So those felt like, wow, I'm cool now. I got something to talk about. That's what I thought in my head, I had that rebellious spirit on me, totally, big time. So that was the beginning of my criminal career. Which, oh yeah, okay. And then I ended up, like I said, I started drinking and started getting minor consumption, minor possessions. Ended up getting like 7 of them. And then when I turned 17, I got dared to go into a classroom at my school and take a purse out of there. I dared to do it, I had that rebellion spirit, so I'll do it. So I did it, and as soon as I got out of there, guess who was walking down the hall? The teacher, the owner. Hey, stop right there. No, I didn't stop, and I ran, and I felt really bad. I always had every time I do something like that, I'd feel somewhat convicted, but then it'd go away, like someone would just take it away, And so we ended up bringing the purse way back and not taking anything, but it was too late, the cops called. So I ended up cop came, asked me about it, I said, yeah, I did. So that's another thing my dad taught me. If you're guilty, tell them you're guilty, And so I did. I did it. I'm not going to lie. I ended up going to court, and like I said, I had minors. I had a theft before. Judge slaps 90 days juvenile facility. Here I'm living in Oslo, and nothing's going to happen to me. I just got slapped in the hand before, 90, well, I couldn't believe it. It's actually not far from here. You guys might have heard of it. Thistledew? I was in Thistledew. Love the place. No, I'm serious. I'm not sarcastic. I love that. I know. I can say that now. I thought it was amazing. I'm glad that it happened to me. I think it was an amazing facility and what they do there. I remember like towards the end, I'll never forget it because towards the end you go on solo. You're out in the woods by yourself on a cot with just pretty much a blanket. Well, it's a canvas, but it's not really a tent. It's not totally enclosed. It just goes over you. And they give you a little bit of flint to start a fire. 3 nights, 4 days. And that was right before you're done. And you do the 90 days and then you do this. And you know, well, before that, I'm gonna back up to when I was in there. I was in there, I was 17. I was fine because a lot of them were 15, 14 years old. So they're younger than me, so I was a bigger guy. But these guys were, a lot of them from Minneapolis, in gangs. I mean, there was a couple guys that shot people in the foot. And I'm in there for, small town, 350 people, also guy. In there for minors and a small theft that I was just a mistake. I wish it never happened. So I'm in these with these gangs, so I learned some gang stuff. Dumb stuff like symbols and stuff like that, wow. Thinking this is my identity, totally deceived, this is who I am, okay, this is how I'm gonna live. But anyways, go back to that solo thing. I actually chased a porcupine. I've never seen a porcupine. I chased a porcupine. Did you know porcupines can climb?
Yes.
Really good?
Trees.
I didn't know that. That's where I learned that. So I was chasing them down with my hatchet, trying to, I wouldn't have killed them.